Hi, my name is Arinder.
And I'm Matt.
We're students at McMaster University enrolled in the Energy Engineering BTech program. In our Energy Engineering lab, we have set up our SEL relays to demonstrate goose messaging. Our SEL component setup includes the SEL 751 feeder protection relay, SEL 787 transformer protection relay, SEL AMS adaptive multi-channel source, and SEL 3530, which is a real-time automation controller. All these devices are on the same time reference, and we have accomplished this by using the Arbiter satellite clock.
To test out our relays today, we will be using an inverse time over current simulation on the 751. To accomplish that, we'll be using a variac with an inductive load to inject the current into the 751.
The relays are configured using the SEL QuickSet software. As Matt mentioned, we will be simulating an overcurrent fault using the time overcurrent element from the SEL 751A feeder protection relay. Our current pickup level is set to 0.5 amps, so any multiples of this current above 1.5 will trigger the relay. We are using the U1 inverse time overcurrent curve, and our time dial setting is set to 4. So using these settings, if we inject 0.75 amps, the relay should trip in 5 seconds, and if we inject 1 amp, the relay should trip in 3 seconds.
We have set up our goose messaging using the SEL Architect program. To confirm that the goose messaging is being sent across the network, we have set up a simple handshaking sequence. Alright, to start with the sequence, when the 751 receives that overcurrent value, it will publish a message to the 787. When the 787 receives that the 751 has tripped, the 787 will then send a message back to the 751 that has received the bit. When the 751 receives the bit from the 787, the 751 will close the contacts on the back, and you'll see a light show up on the AMS that has confirmed that the handshaking sequence has completed. Our physical setup is currently set up to inject 0.75 amps onto our 751 relay. At this amount of current, as previously stated, the 751 will trip in 5 seconds.
Now our variac is set to inject 1 amp into the SEL 751 feeder protection relay. So when the switch is toggled on the variac, the relay should trip within 3 seconds.